Live from the mean streets of South Lyon, Michigan. This is the Off Center Sports Card Show. We'll talk all cards, modern and vintage, graded and ungraded, and stories of the hobby. Sit back, grab a cold one, and let's join George Jackson and Coach Pat. Welcome to the OC.
Good evening, OC. George Jackson Jr. How you doing, buddy?
Oh,
you
brother,
seem very preoccupied.
I am.
On your phone right now.
I have to share
you look
this.
like one of the members of the IZone. Nobody watches the game, but they're just on the phone.
Right, but I got
anything good happening there?
His own shirt.
Who is?
Do I get in his own shirt? At least?
Maybe.
Okay.
If they shoot one out of the cannon and lands in your lap.
Right. So I'm just kind of sharing this to groups right now. You know, as I do. To the Tigers, the Four Horsemen.
I see. Okay.
The best.
I'm trying to generate some excitement about the show.
People love us. What?
Farmers Only.
Farmers Only is on there.
Yep.
Juke dating. I got that on there. So we're doing a lot of them. We're really spreading out good. It's diversity, producer Rich. That's what it's about.
That was a New Year's resolution.
All right.
Just
sometimes I like the nose tickling me. Okay.
Expand the interest in 2022. I see what you're doing.
Right. That's what I do.
But
That's how we do it.
Hey, Happy New Year. Cheers. Great beer on tap here.
Great beer.
Courtesy of the 12th man.
12th man. What's this called again?
Coffee
with the blonde.
Blonde.
That's like my morning dreams all the time. So do I.
The newly
Whoa,
married,
newly
married 12th man. Let's raise a glass. Congratulations. Congrats to the 12th man.
What was that? That was a fake.
I got
cheers.
blocked by a wire.
12th man. LaCroix.
Producer
He's
Rich.
old Frenchie over here.
We just dropped off probably $7,500 worth of product to producer Rich from Sunday Night Auctions.
Yeah, he's a big supporter of that.
Boy. Well, welcome back. It's good to be back. Good to be back in studio. I'm thankful the cartel released me from Mexico.
Let's go into that story real quick. So Pat got COVID positive in Mexico.
Yep.
Oh yes, him and his son, who celebrated his 11th birthday in Mexico.
Yep, in a hotel room quarantine.
Right.
So
did he
go
get
to
piñata,
Mexico? He didn't.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I did for him though. So you go to Mexico and just trying to be funny. You know, I go to my wife, Nancy, hey, it'd be kind of fun, kind of cool if we got, tested positive before we left, then you get to stay in Mexico for another week.
Oh, this is your wife, Nancy, that hasn't called me back yet.
You know what that is? It is the same person.
Same person. Okay, just want to get that straight.
So we had to test the day before our departure flight from Mexico back to Detroit. So we'd get tested at 9 a.m. and, rapid test, boom, boom, in and out in less than 5 minutes. Go hang out at the pool all day. Then finally you'd go to dinner. Results start coming in at about 9 p.m. that evening. And so by that time, we're walking into the lobby after watching a beautiful Michael Jackson show. And I look on my phone and it says positive on the left side and then negative on the right. So I show the gentleman in the lobby. I go, so what does this mean? He goes, you need to go talk to him right now. I'm like, uh-oh, this is not good. So boom, done. Jettisoned back to our room. My younger son, Cole, who was 10 at the time, and I are positive. Nancy, my wife, and Will, younger son, negative. So we all go to the room together. And so they leave the next morning because a negative test is like a lotto ticket to get out of Mexico. Well, you have one, you got to go. So then they leave, and the cartel shows up the next morning. Boom, 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 knock on the door. Wristbands that we had that week, all inclusive, whatever. Snip, that's gone. They put on this bright orange, like highlighter color wristband, basically to tell everybody in the resort, this guy is COVID positive. Then they move us down to the bottom corner of the hotel, bottom of the barrel. And you got people to the left of you, to the right. They're all COVID positive. It's like you're talking to a cellmate in prison. Like, hey, how long you been here? He's got to been here since Saturday. I'm like, oh, we tested positive on Sunday. How the hell are you going to get out of here? And so we started taking tests because we had to go 2 for 2. Basically, we had to both test negative on the same day in order to get on a flight the following day to get out of Mexico. Couldn't make it happen, paying $25 a test. And then finally, again, my beautiful wife, Nancy, and her
that hasn't called me,
being as resourceful as she is, goes on the Facebook page of the hotel and finds people in similar circumstances.
Deep investigation, by the way.
Saying, hey, we also have my son stuck in Mexico and so.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were referred to a website called QuickMD, very reputable, Fortune 500 company, I would imagine. Probably going to go public this week.
Hello, Pat.
So you set an appointment with them. And then so you do this virtual appointment.
Okay.
And so I had this doctor from Texas, very nice lady. And I said, listen, we're trying to get on our flight tomorrow back to Michigan from Cancun. I go, we've tested positive 6 days ago, no symptoms. We feel great.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, yep, I can tell you, you seem fine. I go, yep, my son also.
Do you have to turn and cough at all?
No.
Oh, okay.
So my son has an appointment with you at 10 o'clock. Do we have to log back in, in 28 minutes? She goes, nope, I can talk to him right now. Have to drag him out of bed. He's like, hey, Dad, I'm still in my underwear. She goes, oh, it's fine. It's a top.
It's a doctor.
It's just a
it's fine.
It's a doctor.
Right.
So she comes over, asks him a couple questions. Yep, you guys are good. Sends us 2 PDF letters that we are fit to fly. And so I take that letter with the first positive test and then another stack of paperwork and have to present that to Delta at the desk, the day we fly out. Thankfully, It all went through.
What did Delta say? Do they care?
No. The guy looked at it, just done. But I will say, man, yeah, it's we've said we're not traveling international again until all this stuff is
how close were you to joining a caravan going across? Or
I'll tell you this, on the day that we got those fit to fly letters, very valuable. We took our wristbands, cut them off, our bright orange wristbands.
Okay.
Kept the door propped open because one other thing they do, if you shut the door behind you, the key is programmed to where you cannot get back in. So you're locked out. So that forces you to go to the front desk and say, hey, I essentially tried to leave my room. So we took the deadbolt, propped the door open, went into the beach, threw the football. We jumped in the pool. I went to the swim up bar, shots of tequila. I'm getting mudslides for Cole. I'm like, listen, we've been here for 6 days. 6 days, can't leave the room.
Yeah,
they did. And to the hotel's credit, I will give them props to our 2.8 million followers. The Riu Palace, Costa Mujeres, a little north of Cancun. They were phenomenal. So the way they handle it is if you're there they'll pick up the tab on the first 10 days. So room, food, drinks, whatever you need, they'll take care of it. Anything that goes beyond 10 days, you're on your own dime. So we thankfully got out of there on day 6.
So did you had to pay for the test and stuff like that though, right?
Yeah, $25 per test. So basically when Cole and I had to get tested, $50. Oh. And then our quick MD was $75 per person.
Gold.
It's insane.
I don't care about that.
Great business model.
Great.
I'm gonna start up a quick MD.
Do we have questions coming across here tonight or no?
Who's to say I'm not a doctor?
Wow.
Who's to say? Yeah, drinks included. I could call them and say, hey, amigo, I need 7 Dos Equis bottles. Okay, and then they would always say, hey, we are going to bring your vitamins. So no, the hotel was fantastic. Hotel, Delta Airlines, everybody was great.
The hell was that?
They're coming back. They're coming to get me. They want to take me back to the Riu Palace.
That is set up there. What's going on?
It was a challenging situation that we were able to make the best of it. And my little man, who he turned 11,
man,
that while we're quarantined, and he was great. So I put a little thing on our breakfast menu outside, hung it on the door, and said, hey, he's turning 11. Can you bring him something chocolate in the morning?
They send one of Mexican's finest.
They did.
Yeah,
they did, and they did bring some vitamins for old Pops.
Wow.
But yeah, I'd never been so excited to come back. Never been so excited to come back to snow.
Did you kiss the ground?
I did. It was something, man. And there's certain countries where you test positive, they'll take you to a local hospital and put you.
I was so concerned about my good buddy. I was talking to you that whole time, man, checking in with you in the mornings and making sure, man, no hospital.
My mom was texting me. I'm like, I'm 43 years old. And, I'll figure out how to get out of here. But it's people worry about you when you're in a different country. So, yeah, interesting way to start the year.
No doubt about it.
Here we are. We're back.
So
we're back.
Hey, tell everybody that if they're going to make a comment, if they are on the Four Horsemen page, it does not show their name.
So the Four Horsemen page is not showing your name. So either go to my page, my own personal page, George Jackson, or the OC page itself for Facebook. So it's just not showing your name, who's making the comments. So if you want to be known, just like Derek Jasper, not a big fan of him. I don't know if you know Derek at all, Pat, but he's the Lester of the Jaspers. Let me put it that way for sure. Okay. But you came back and we had some a lot of stuff happening. News has been going on, and Fanatics has been the big news lately. They have purchased Topps, and as we know, they kind of got into the market with the rights for players, for the MLB players and stuff like that. What do you think what's going on there? Do you think they're going to keep the Topps name is the big thing?
Absolutely. I think it's a great move by Fanatics, no question. You talk about a company that's been in business for 70 years and a company that's synonymous, with sports cards. And you ask anybody up and down the street, hey, Topps. I would venture to say 7 out of 10 would say,
I agree with that.
They do, they do sports cards. It's like, hey, do you know 3M? They do Post-it notes.
Yeah.
Do you know Kleenex? Yep. Whatever. Purell hand sanitizer. So it's a shameless plug.
Yeah.
But I think it's a great move. And I think it's going to open so many doors for what Fanatics is going to do down the road. Because now that they have the rights to MLB, NBA, NFL, now you're going to start to see Topps Chrome or Topps basketball.
Yeah.
Now you could start to see the first ever Topps Chrome Luka. Luka's rookie year was 2018. Topps hasn't had access to basketball cards since 2009, I believe, which is Steph Curry's rookie year.
Yep.
So now you're talking about a whole different realm of trading to where you can get your hands on a Topps Chrome Luka, 2022, 23, because now they can start producing this immediately. On the baseball side, right? Not basketball, because Panini has that for a few more years.
Yep.
But I think what they're going to be able to do, across multiple sports with that brand, with that infrastructure, it was great to see them retain all 350 Topps global employees. And if you're
so, you think they're going to be like a Fanatics Topps, like Panini Donruss, so to say, like Panini is like Donruss is its own product, but Panini.
Right, as a sub brand.
So you think it's gonna be like a Fanatics Topps now? And Topps is still the logo and the brand.
Yep, I think Topps will continue to remain on the cards, as it should. I mean, Fanatics is a direct consumer brand. And if you're going to get in the sports card business, hey, why not bring the one of the best ever to do it, and somebody that's been doing it right for 70 years. So they purchased the infrastructure, the employees. I mean, Fanatics certainly isn't going to come into this and say, yeah, we're going to just start manufacturing our own cards. Like they brought Topps in for probably the next several years to say, hey, show us how to do this. Show us what you do. Show us the secret sauce. And maybe we can figure out a way to do it better, more efficiently, and
keep it the same,
more profitably. Yeah. Or we just keep it as is. And that's how they do it. But super smart to do what they did. And they bought it for pennies on the dollar. And I think it's going to be a win-win for both. I'm excited to see where it goes.
Now, they are controlling all three. Do they have soccer also? Or what was it? Is it Panini still soccer and Upper Deck still with hockey, I believe?
Yep.
Owns the hockey rights. Yep. So they're not in either one of those markets yet.
But I mean, Fanatics could easily just turn around and buy Panini too. So
they can. I mean, globally, and plus they can get there. But I mean, right now they're definitely making a major step into the game.
Yep.
For sure. Fanatics is.
Yep. So now you look at it it's what is the distribution strategy look like?
Right.
That's the big question. Because now, everyone's fighting the battles of, hey, do I have to go wait in line to fight the people at Walmart? Do I have to go get in line at Meijer and see what's on the shelves at 6 a.m? With Fanatics being direct to consumer, they could post all this stuff online. So now instead of fighting or competing with the people in line at Walmart and wherever, Meijer, now you're competing against the bots, the guys that have the codes, whatever, to get in and hoard all the boxes online.
Yeah.
So I think there's going to be a happy medium there.
It's going to be interesting to see how that works in the retail end of things with them.
I think the retail is going to,
it's going to set them apart. I think like where it goes, what direction the industry goes in a way.
And my hope is that they take care of the local card shops, guys that have built the industry, and it's still, it's a piece of America to go to your local card shop and sit down and with your son and, whatever, open a box of cards or, see what's out there. And, it's going to be interesting, but I think it's a great start to where, because there was so much uncertainty. But I think we're in a good place to where this thing is headed, and I hope we continue on that path. I mean, there's a ton of money that has been poured into this industry, over the last 2 to 3 years. So I think, you got some smart people running it over at Fanatics and wherever. I think they're going to do it the right way. I really do.
What do you see the future with them, with Fanatics, as like, besides, doing the right thing, going there? What do you see them changing products, bringing out their own type of spinning what's out there? Because you have to compete with Panini with like the National Treasures.
Yeah, I mean,
the large products like that.
I think Fanatics has probably already seen a ton of ways they can make money on this. They could start their own grading.
Certain athletes signed already, correct?
Right. Yeah.
Shohei, I know, signed with them, and a few other guys are signed with Fanatics already, which is huge. It's almost like an upper deck theory.
They can start their own grading. They can
the virtual cards. What's that called? Where
all the NFTs,
like out there with stuff like that. You're going to see that in the ball games. They're saying.
And one thing that Fanatics, hasn't done well is kind of what Topps now does really well. Whatever Cabrera hits his 500th home run.
My favorite product.
Next day, you've got the Cabrera 500 home run cards up for sale and some limited edition. Fanatics might learn how to do that the right way and carry that into apparel and say, hey, now I'm selling Cabrera 500 home run shirts and jerseys with a 500 home run. So they're handling it the right way. I think there's just going to be a lot of synergies between all of these product categories. It's going to be so fun to see it unfold. And I think the winners in the end are going to be the people that are really into this hobby and have been into it for a long time. And trying to weed out some of these unscrupulous characters like the breakers, and I'm not saying all breakers are bad. But I think it's going to be a way to keep the hobby square.
What's up, Swingle? What's up, Justin?
Swingle.
We got a Facebook user on Sup Pimps. Like I said, it's probably coming from the Four Horsemen page. We can't see it right now. So if you're on the Four Horsemen page watching the show, go to the OC if you want to comment, the Off Center Facebook page, or go to my own personal page and watch it there. But we can't see comments from that. So it just doesn't show a name. It's like the blank Facebook user, dude.
When does the bubble burst, boys?
We have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, for the industry itself? Dude, does it?
No,
it ain't bursting.
Not going to burst. It's a true market.
We would not have the OC podcast here in the 12th man's home without it. I mean,
Topps wouldn't have been in business for 70 years if this was a niche. If this was a niche deal. Yeah, you're going to see a little bit of a reset. There's no question. I mean, stuff's not going to sell at the levels it was this time last year or in the pandemic in 2020.
Right.
But this hobby's here to stay. There's absolutely no doubt about it.
There's ups and downs, and everybody wants to kind of get thrown back to the 90s And it's not happening. It's not going to get that big where just the junk wax era, as they say. It's not going to happen. We are in this industry to stay, and it's just going to keep getting stronger. There's going to be downtimes, and that's okay. And it's a lot of it's based on product. Like if you look with Topps and what was released recently for baseball, there's no great rookies coming into the update product and stuff like that. So that's why it's slow. That's why you see the product on the shelves still. Basketball. You want to talk about bubble bursting? Yes, I can understand that. There's too much basketball on. We are now in February, and we're still seeing like Illusions on the shelves, like
Illusions, Recon.
Producer Rich sent that to me the other day, and it's a nice product, trust me, but there's just too many products out there. There's too many products, and they're jacking them up. A lot of these retail stores are jacking them up on top of that. So will the bubble burst? No. Are we at a high point where it's just confused right now? And I think it will settle back down.
We're at almost a reset point, but I don't think you're going to see things drop a ton, or you're not going to see things rise a ton. It's going to be kind of
it's not even a severe reset either.
It's a leveling off, I would say, versus where
regrouping almost of what's going on in the industry.
You look at long term, all these companies and people that are investing in the sports card market. You know, the Kevin Durant of the world, Michael Rubin, who's head of Fanatics, you know, these guys with a ton of coin.
Rich people problems.
They could invest their money in so many different areas. And
but they've chosen
the sports card market. You know, Nat Turner, who took over PSA.
So that's a big thing too. Talking with money, we see breakers now. Breakers are huge all across. And it's crazy how many breakers are out there. Now, when we want to talk about kind of a point where it gets blown up, I want you guys to watch this clip here. This happened, what was it, last week?
This was last week.
13th,
less than a week ago.
13th, this happened. And it's interesting what happened. And first, I want to explain what breaks are. Breaks are where you buy a spot, and you're either getting a team or a division, or you're getting something broken down and what that break is. Random serial number, all sorts of things. Now, these guys, they did a good thing. They gave out a free product to somebody who was just random, right? Free product.
Right. A new member of their community.
Now, these guys are called Backyard Breaks. And I don't mind saying their name because people are Googling them all the time. You're seeing it's a big search when you go to them. And this video is going to pop up. But what they did a break for free for customers, and this is what they did.
Well, let's just see this. Let's see this. I have $5.99. What? $5.99. That's fine.
You want to roll it now?
Roll it.
G-Pel 10.
G-Pel 10. What was he following from? It says it.
January 13th.
Holy shit.
Today.
G-Pel 10. 3 minutes ago. G-Pel. Look at this. Justin Fields out of 250. Don't look. LeVar Arrington. This is for free. Out of 49, we have a gold kaboom. We have a gold kaboom for free.
Minimum 2,000.
Oh my god! Holy shit! Trevor Gold out of 10 kaboom! Oh my god, that's a house and that's a baby. We just paid for a little baby.
That is a Tesla.
Oh my god.
Get Elon on the horn.
Oh my god.
Get Elon on the horn.
Oh my god. It's only fair to give this to the person that loses, even though it's a monster card. It's only fair. It's only fair. That's not even fair. We should keep it.
That's a $15,000 card.
I don't know what we should do.
That's over 15, 20. I'm not kidding.
That's a 10 to 15K card.
I'm not kidding, bro. That's a $15,000, $20,000 card.
Oh my God. Should we give that away?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's an executive decision that I'm not going to make. Last time I made a decision, it was the wrong one. It was the wrong one.
Oh my God. I cannot believe that. I'm looking it up right now. They don't even have it on eBay.
Just type in gold kaboom.
I did.
No, Trevor. Just type in gold kaboom. You get a feel for like Trey Lance. Bro, Lance is doing like 8.
Oh my God, bro. The Brady went for 3,300. The Mac went for 27,000. Kyler 21. Bro, no, it's 15.
This is 20, bro. Burrow's second year is doing 14. This is a $20,000 card, Grant.
You know, let's talk about that first off. We got to
say, as they say in corporate America, let's unpack this. You want to unpack it?
I don't know what corporate America works like, but sure, Pat.
Let's unpack this whole scenario.
We got a few things there. I want my biggest advice to people, and shit, what do we go? 37 years of business. Do not trust somebody wearing a crop top. Some dude wearing a crop top and with pubic hairs below his nose. And dropping the F-bomb and saying, dude. Bro, dude. Do not get into a break with that guy, okay? That's my biggest advice. Now to follow up on that. Publicity is publicity. And yes, a little too cocktails there. I'll tell you what, biggest is those dudes get attention. And it's the old man in me with the Dennis Rodman theory. Bad news is good news. Good news is good news, right? It don't matter what it is. They're going to get publicity off of this. They're being searched on the internet right now. Huge, blowing it up. But getting to the break end of things on this, they're scumbags. And I don't know these guys personally.
They break 7 days a week.
I've never dealt with them, but they are scumbags.
What did JP say? It's the Island Boys of the Hobby.
Island Boys of the Hobby. And
the Island Boys.
The funniest thing is you search Island Boys and you get nothing. You don't even get a fucking song. You get like, you get dudes like Island Boys. Well, cameo, you go Sean Avery. Go Sean Avery for cameos. We know that.
Pulling that kaboom in your room. Because I'm an island boy and an island boy.
You done?
Yeah. Love the Island Boys.
The Island Boys, I have no idea who they are. And I searched them one time.
And
they're absolute clowns.
Love the Island Boys.
Yeah.
These guys are freaking clowns, and this is this is again kind of piggybacking off of our initial topic of Fanatics and how our card's going to be distributed, and how do guys like this get access to these types of cards, this volume of cards, these stacks of boxes, to where they can run breaks seven days a week is amazing to me.
I mean, I'm fully clothed. Should I go crop top and maybe get us more attention?
Yeah, right. You might be able to get a couple boxes of National Treasures.
Right. I bet you if I wore an OC crop top, we might get more attention.
Possibly.
Viewers would go,
might get some kabooms.
We got autographed fireballs over here.
And that's could be could bring a whole nother clientele.
I will take it. 46, $20 is $20, as they say. This is more of a PSA. I hope you guys are being careful out there and not spending your money on idiots like that. They claim to have legit. He said legit folks like George.
Right.
It is true.
Look at Steve Green, hip. Handsome jaw, Steve. I agree. 1,000%.
Jawline. Wow.
Yeah.
Steve, you're going deep there.
Hey, Steve and I are friends forever. Man.
I don't want to know how that happened, but
in line together at Walmart.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some line. Something was weighted.
Because I'm an island boy.
So
we still don't know.
Go ahead, Pat.
They backtracked it the next day. They said, "Yep, we're going to give it away tonight." Then people chimed in. They're like, okay, if you're going to do that, you've got to give it to the guy that originally won it. And then they said, no, now we're giving away 20 grand to the Boys and Girls Club of wherever they're from. Yeah. It's just a disaster. Somebody's
the Island Boys,
a breaker that'll never get a dime from me. There's a lot of good breakers out there, but there's a lot of bad ones. So be careful. Be careful with your money.
I mean, unbelievable.
Spend it on the Island Boys.
So how does that, let's kind of get to that. How does that flip from the Island Boys to, let's say, Fanatics coming in the game? Do you think that's going to cut down on these breakers then big time?
I do. Yeah, I think Fanatics could potentially start their own breaking. You could have Fanatics breakers.
Or sponsors.
Now they've got
like
they hold
your Steel City on Barstool. It could happen with them. They could be jumping on with one of them.
Right.
The big companies out there and breaking.
Yep.
Or the Four Horsemen.
And they could control.
A lot of people out there.
Control, and that is a watch out. They could control the whole hobby from grading to breaking to production to. So and there will be regulation as to whether or not this is a monopoly.
Regulations. Playoffs. Who's doing regulations all of a sudden?
Regulations.
You do regulations in there, like. Wow.
I mean, they can't control the entire.
Okay.
Circumference. They can't.
They can if they want to.
Well, it'll be challenged
by who?
The government.
That's going to go in front of Senate. Fanatics is going to go in front of Senate and be like,
undefeated, never lost.
Yeah, undefeated. That's right. That's the biggest one behind that. That shit ain't going to be challenged.
We'll see what Judge Judy says.
Judge Judy.
Throw your ass
We
out.
go Judge Judy, we go Senate, we go regulations.
Island Boys.
Noonan.
Does Judge
and
Judy
he keeps
do
going
cameo?
back to Island Boys.
Does Judge Judy do cameo?
She might. Check it out.
I bet she does. I bet she does. I love Judge Judy.
Oh, man. So what do we got next there, producer Rich? Oh,
jeez. This is when we go to commercial break.
This is where the numbers go up. And
sponsors come pouring in.
Right. It's big now. And by the way, speaking of sponsors, check out, we're going to be doing we have our own YouTube page coming up here soon.
Oh, okay.
Is that called a YouTube page? What is that called?
Channel.
Chanel.
Yeah.
I'll make it sound real fancy. And then we also going to have our own, what's the other one? What do we call that? Instagram.
Yeah,
Instagram's going big.
It's called the Gram.
Why not?
It's called the Gram.
Thank you, 12th man.
As I told you yesterday,
the Gram.
Boomer. Hey,
the
Boomer.
Gram.
Boomer. It's called the Gram.
Right. Boomer Sooner here.
Boomer. Oh my God, Boomer.
Not understanding life as much, but we're going big time. I'm the one putting that together, though. That's the scary part.
It's very scary. It's going to be on dial-up.
Right, but.
Yes.
Right. Well, I was going to say, we'll go to Rich then and just say, hey, since Jasper's at work, hey, Jasper, you're doing stuff, all right?
Jesus.
What happened? We got hips top 5.
Jasper's going to be in line at Freddy the Pizza Man.
Oh, that's a little tease.
Hip.
You just gave me the tip there. Thank you. All right. Top 5 uniforms of all time.
Wow.
And all professional sports there.
Wow.
There, Coach Pat.
Are you going to go with the Mariah Carey All I Want for Christmas uniform as number
Great memory. I see I stuck with you on that one.
Yep.
Throughout 2021 into 2022.
That's a good uniform. Yeah,
right. And I'm sure you're listening to that all the time and saying, that's Hip's top 5 right there.
Yeah. You mailed that one in. Mailed it in.
It's you.
I think it's always say, what the hell?
Yep.
Man, Jasper's involved in 2022. Must be a new.
Love it.
I need to put a microphone in front.
You do. We need to get the microphone and the camera.
Next time.
I like the camera in front of you too, Rich. The beard's kind of gone down. It's really trimmed nice.
It is.
If nobody can see this, but man, Jasper's looking smooth.
He's ready for 2020.
He's wearing some. Is that the lioness? Is that what's her name? The UFC fighter.
Lioness.
What's
this? Freaking
what's the
Charlie
lioness?
Brown?
The UFC fighter. Both. Yes, that's a man.
The lioness.
That's the gym I work
Great head on there, Tommy.
Wow. Tremendous head.
Great.
Man.
Beautiful.
Hey, cheers to head.
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh,
what is going on here?
Uh-oh.
We have a lot of head going on.
Blew out a little bit.
Wow.
Love it. Because he's an
what is that now?
boy.
What is that?
It's the gym I work out at.
What is that called?
Oh, yes.
Lionheart.
Lionheart Fitness.
Where's that at? Give them a plug. 10 and Rush. Is that at the dome there? Like the little domes there?
No, it's right at it's in like, you know where the guy put the Biden, not my president.
Yeah, back in there. He's back in that.
Yeah.
Okay, back
George
in that
definitely
complex.
knows where that's at.
Yes. The Biden's sleepy or whatever it was. Yeah.
That logo looks very similar to my CrossFit gym. I just want to make sure there's no conflict of interest. Don't make me take my shirt off.
You want me to take my shirt off?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey, top 5 uniforms
top
of all time in professional sports.
We'll tell you where you're wrong. Please go ahead. Please proceed.
We're not wearing the short shorts, White Sox. All right. Nope. Number 5, Brazilian national soccer team. Historic.
Okay.
Why do I cricket? What's going on there?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
All right. Number 4, Montreal Canadiens. All right. Number 4 was the Montreal Canadiens. Number 3, which I think is the greatest NHL jersey in all of hockey.
The greatest sweater.
Chicago Blackhawks. Yeah, Chicago Blackhawks. Number 2.
Boy.
Oh, historic. Oakland Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders. Los Angeles Raiders, however you want to say it.
This could
The
be
Raiders
worse than your
is
Christmas
solid. And our number 1 all-time hip top 5 uniforms, New York Yankees.
Oh my God.
You got to get historic with that. Why is the crowd not like
this could be
there's crying going on.
Be your worst top 5.
Oh, hold on. We're going to break it down. 12th. Hey, 12th man, what happened there?
This is a disaster.
12th man, what happened there?
Oh my God.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response
was
even close to
any
anything
consideration
that could be
given to
considered a
college at
rational
all? This
thought.
is this straight pro?
Everyone in this room
Yes.
is
Straight
now done
pro. Okay.
for having listened to it.
Straight professional
I
and
award you no points,
soccer.
and may God have mercy.
Producer Rich gave me no points, and God mercy on my soul.
And
But 12th man has been solid in all my top 5s.
That was terrible.
given where we live,
Producer Rich is saying terrible. 12th man, can you break? Oh, hold on. This is my
I'm gonna
segment.
put my own top 5.
Top
right now.
5.
I could be right.
Help me out here, Help me out, 12th man. What do we got?
Top 5?
Yeah, what happened? Where did I go wrong?
Just rattle off some ones that he obviously missed.
But it's Brazilian soccer team, Pele. You gotta. I mean, it's legendary.
No, hold on. Your whole thing started.
Oh my God. Oh,
Jerseys. Now you're throwing Pele out.
Uniforms,
Uniforms. Yeah.
right?
Why are you talking about Pele? That's a
Because
player.
it's
No.
produced from Pele to Neymar today. I mean, hilarious. I mean, it's unbelievable. You have no crickets there.
oh my.
You don't deserve any
We
crickets.
live in a market with 2 of the most iconic logos: the Red Wings.
Red
and the
Wings are
Tigers.
close. Red Wings are close, but
How do you put the Red Wings ahead of?
because
You think you're a hockey guy?
26 cups, right?
Wings ahead of the Canadiens in terms of a
Hold on,
uniform.
hold on. So he's saying best uniform.
Yes. I'm
Uniform.
not saying franchise.
No, yeah. So you're saying uniform. So
You're at
based on
John Hughes
visual-
store.
On visual looks.
Yes.
Right.
But he's like, oh, they won 26 playoffs. So our
Can't.
26 teams.
Can't do that.
No. So no,
Wow.
Canadians is an iconic jersey for the
Iconic
original six.
team.
The
Justin.
jersey's iconic.
You think the Canadiens jersey is iconic?
The giant is mussed up right now.
It is iconic.
I'm sorry,
I would
Justin.
think it's
Would you
top
put
five.
it ahead of the Red Wings?
Absolutely
Yes, thank you. Yankees.
no.
What? The pinstripes?
The old
What
English
kid doesn't
D-
want to play in the pinstripes?
the old English D? Tom Selleck. Tom Selleck was wearing the old English D.
But what kid doesn't
Magnum
want to play in
PI.
the pinstripes?
A lot of them.
Oh, come on.
A lot of
Nationally?
them. God, and start thinking about some of the iconic NFL friends, the Steelers, the Cowboys,
No, Packers. You missed the Packers.
Packers. Dude,
The Browns. What's a plain of brown helmet with nothing on it?
The Oakland Raiders at number 2?
Dude, Raiders? That's bad boys. That's everything to go with it.
It's top, maybe top 5. Debatable.
Oh, man.
I like the Quebec Nordiques.
But that's not
Jersey. You said uniform.
Uniforms.
Yeah,
top 5 uniforms.
But you're basing all of it off.
But
you're looking at
solid.
There it is.
I love Chuck Woodson with them.
All right.
I was a big Charles Woodson guy. I mean,
again,
this
another epic fail for the top 5.
Wow.
Jeez.
Hell yeah.
Guys,
Derek Jasper with Red Wings, Celtics. Celtics not bad. Cubs.
Yeah,
Cubs.
You did no NBA.
Chiefs. Wait, hold on.
Celtics.
Derek Jasper said Chiefs.
You said Raiders.
Celtics.
Dude, Raiders are more than Chiefs.
Celtics, absolutely.
Okay, Celtics.
Lakers.
What's the Redskins? What is that?
It's the Washington football team.
Oh, okay. I was a little confused there. Okay.
Hey. All right, let's move on.
Yeah,
we're not going Teal Pistons, are we? Okay.
It's top 5, no matter how bad it was.
Hey, Derek Jasper, go fuck yourself, all right?
That was Justin. That wasn't Derek.
Was that Justin?
Jesus,
no, that was Derek. See, Derek, Red Wings, Celtics, Cubs.
Cubs is another one.
What Justin say? Guy, it's Hip's top 5. Put that back up there again so I can see it. No matter how bad it was. That's right. Justin,
it
serious man love to you, Giant.
On a life of its own. Next week, we're going to do
Justin, when we're going to be on a show together?
We're going to do
We're going to do a big show together.
Hip's top 5 steaks. It's going to be Ponderosa,
steaks,
Old Country Buffet, Sweden House, Cracker Barrel, whatever. Yeah,
that's not even close. But
Salisbury steak.
Good try. Good try. Keep throwing me under the bus and keep running me over.
Oh, Stokers, yeah.
Fucks. I tell you, I hate all of you.
We love your top
Justin.
5. It's really,
Justin,
really
you support
well done.
me. Justin, I can identify as however I want. Correct? Thank you.
Hey, Ryan Steakhouse. That's right. God, there's a Texas Roadhouse, which is solid. Texas Roadhouse is solid.
Suzanne's Bar and Grill.
Yeah.
Hey,
do they have a good steak?
Susie. You know how you know she's a good chef?
Susie Q.
Yeah, ask her.
Right.
That's right.
I was on Food Network.
You know how she's been on Food Network?
I was on
ask her.
Right. All right. We're gonna bail George out of here. And
Burger King tacos are good.
He did. Yeah, Taco Bell's breakfast is phenomenal.
Justin, you're fat. All right, go ahead.
So I will give George credit for going number 5 with Brazil on the soccer uniforms.
Thank you.
On this week's Market Minute, I want to stress.
Does any of this have to do with the Market Minute?
To our 3.2 million followers.
Ooh, we're at 2.6.
Okay.
We just gained 600,000 followers.
As we approach, start thinking ahead. You start thinking ahead as sports card investors. We're this World Cup. The World Cup is going to be a monster. It's going to be a sock. That's another one you missed. A monster. It's going to be a monster. So you think about the, and I don't know a lot about soccer. I kind of my friends. Right, shout out Nick Wright. Nick Wright. I know he's listening, watching. Good friend.
Hold on here.
George has got to take a dump.
Yeah, I gotta go pee.
Oh, does producer Rich have to take a dump too?
Nope.
Do we have a dual dump? So I'm doing a solo segment here. Is this still on? Just saying. Oh, Rich is coming on. There we go. Yeah, producer Rich is on. All right. So here's what I want to stress. World Cup 2022. I don't know anything about soccer, but I do know soccer cards. I know soccer players, and I talk to people who are in the know on soccer. So you start to look at the World Cup 2022, starting in June, I believe. Start looking at the teams that are favored to win this thing. You look at Brazil, 6-1.
France.
Okay, who's the best player on Brazil?
Neymar
Jr.
I'm out.
What are Neymar's best cards? 2014 Prism World Cup PSA 10 is down 40% in the last 180 days. Only a pop of 752 on these cards. All right, started at 250 down to 155. You can get a Neymar rookie for
Neymar.
155.
Great jersey.
Beautiful jersey. It's in the Hip Hip's top 5. That
it
alone puts a 15% premium on it.
Right. Check it out now.
Neymar rookies. Second, France. This is my pick. Kylian Mbappe. 2018 Prism. PSA 10. It's his rookie card. Pop is a little bit higher than Neymar at 3,200. Down 44% in the last year. This card was trading at $740 and is now down. It's at about 315 right now. For an Mbappe, I would start buying Mbappes. I personally am going to buy a bunch of Mbappes because once a World Cup hits, man, this thing is going to explode. You guys know how popular soccer is. You go to you look at the USA, Christian Pulisic. USA will qualify. They'll get in. He is the savior of USA soccer. So you look at his 2014 Prism, PSA 10, Pop close to 2,000. He's down 23%. You can get a Pulisic rookie for right around 250. He's down 70% in the last year. So I would start looking at those guys. I really, really would. So get in on soccer right now. I'm starting to load up on soccer. I really am, because come summertime, as the World Cup gets closer, before it starts, and then once it hits, and then, as we get deep into the tournament, I'm telling you, now's the time to strike. Now is the time to strike. So get in on soccer cards. Props to Nick Wright, my buddy Nick Wright, the soccer aficionado.
It's tough the other side of Mississippi, Randall, to get that stuff right,
I can't even pronounce those names. Hey,
sometimes, son.
You think you can't pronounce
Purdy
names?
mouth.
Watch George Jackson open a box of basketball cards.
Hey, I'm better at soccer players than I am.
I don't think so.
Some of these basketball dudes.
I don't think so.
Oh,
I think the only one you know is LeBitch.
Trust me, I know.
LeBitch.
LeBitch.
That's the only one.
Now, I have a question on these soccer cards, okay? Because
Sure.
I gotta kind of go into a little Djokovic here. Where do we think the World Cup's in Qatar this year? If you didn't know that, Pat.
Yeah.
By the way, it's in Qatar.
I love soccer.
Yeah. Yeah, QATAR. Where are we at with the COVID shots protocol? Will these guys play? Who can't play? Who can play? There's a lot of things that go into factor here. So have we looked into all that? I mean, that's a big, and I'm not challenging you.
It's a great question.
Not challenging you here on this, but it's a good question to ask.
Sure is something to keep
for somebody keep an eye on for sure.
I mean, these NHL guys picked out at 11-4.
Correct.
As the Winter Olympics.
And countries, what countries are going to step away? Maybe
I think as we approach the summer, hopefully a lot of this stuff is it's in the rear view mirror. But I get you've got to prepare for it well beyond that. I think obviously all these teams, as we know today, are preparing to be there as if they're going to play. Yeah, this could change at the flip of a hat. So could the baseball season, because they're in a lockout, and so could any other sport.
Right, and the names you named there are elite names.
Those are names
in the soccer world. They're huge.
Mbappe,
you go younger.
Mbappe.
With Ronaldo, and even
Pulisic's
huge. And
he's the future of USA soccer.
It's interesting from other sports what you compare yourselves to.
You can buy these guys at the lowest point. In the last year,
right?
Buy them. So it's a good buying opportunity. You can get.
Those cards are not just only like US. Those are worldwide.
Right.
Producer Rich, that's what I was going to get to. That's a worldwide product we're calling on there.
It's a global, much like basketball. It's a global market. It is.
Bigger than basketball, even. It really is.
World buying basketball. Soccer is even. Soccer's huge.
So when we get to that with Coach Pat's, Coach Pat's Park a minute, we kind of talk about portfolio.
I'm planting the seed right. Yes, diversify your portfolio.
Yep.
If you love, I know people just love basketball. I'm going to hoard all the Shaq rookies. I love
baseball,
Kobe.
Whatever.
I love LaMelo. I'm going to chase the hot rookies. I'm going to go Juan Soto. You've got to have some diversification in that.
Yep.
So once I started getting soccer cards added to my collection, I'm like, God, man, this is so freaking cool. You know, I've got some Mbappes in there. I paid way too much for them when I bought them. Now, God, I could buy them for half the price right now.
I mean, it's cool things like we're seeing hockey coming out right now, and hockey hasn't came out with the big rookies. Like, you know, you look at like Calder Trophy winners, like in the past, like we have a lot of Red Wings in there right now. And like Roger Crozier was the last wing to win it at that time. I mean, there's a lot of things going on with the hockey market too that we can keep pounding. And there's no doubt about it. I mean,
good fact, George.
Soccer is a great thing to hit right now.
It is.
What else do you have on the market minute right now that's going on besides the hockey?
I'm telling
you kind of
everybody to take a look at
soccer right now.
Take
Soccer,
a look at soccer. Take a look at soccer.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, that's huge.
Let's talk. What up with that? What up with that? Ooh, wee. What up with that? What up with that? He said,
yeah. What up with that? Pat, what do you got for your what up with that?
What up with that? Oh man, it's been a while. But I think we can all agree that the landscape of college recruiting has changed drastically over the last year. As the NIL has come into play, you can now recruit a guy, you know, offer him an endorsement, say, hey, you know, little Johnny, love to bring you on the campus. You got $1 million deal with Buffalo Wild Wings before you even take a snap. But one of the greatest stories, and this just surfaced over the last day or two, is the story of Najee Harris. I don't know if you guys saw this at all. Najee Harris's college visit to UCLA.
Oh,
with Jim Mora Jr., not senior, who said playoffs. Jim Mora Jr., who recruited Najee Harris. We all know Najee, the best running back in the league this year as a rookie. So when Najee was at UCLA on his recruiting trip, he told this story has since surfaced. This reporter from Rivals, Rivals is the lead recruiting service. So when Harris was on his recruiting trip to UCLA,
hey Joe,
Jim Mora Jr. told Najee Harris that he knew who killed Tupac during the recruiting trip, as if that's going to help to entice Najee to sign with UCLA.
Possibly, Pat.
I mean, if you were to line up 100 people and say, hey, you point out one guy who knows in this line who killed Tupac,
right?
It's Jim Mora Jr.
Jim Mora Jr. killed Tupac?
No, but he knows he knows who did it. So now, knowing that,
but according to that, I know who did it. Jim Mora Jr. right now. Until I hear different.
Could be Jim Mora Sr.
Playoffs. Tupac.
So now if you're Mel Tucker, you get on the horn with Arch Manning, who is the biggest recruit probably ever out of high school.
Yeah.
You let that young man know who killed Biggie Smalls.
Oh, I thought you were
and you get him on the horn and say, I know who killed Notorious B.I.G. Get him on the horn. He will come to Michigan State. Jim Mora Jr., what up with that?
what up with that? What up with that?
What up with that? What up with that?
He said, she said.
Unbelievable that people have this. These college coaches have this type of knowledge.
I need to know more.
I can't believe it.
I need to know more
there. It's a classic story.
Story. Need to know more there. My what up with that has to do with one of the Paul brothers, Mr. Logan Paul.
Mark Paul Gosselaar from Saved by the Bell?
No, not Zach Mark Morris. Paul. It had nothing to do with it. No Screecher. Nothing like that. No Zach with the phone or anything.
Zach Martin?
Zach Martin? Wasn't Zach Martin of Michigan?
Zach Morris.
Yeah, Zach Morris, excuse me. But Logan Paul.
Clearly.
Logan Paul just made a big deal here this last week where he purchased, 2 weeks ago, he purchased a Pokemon product.
Yep.
First release, sealed by BBCE, allegedly. Let's put it that way. Let's just say allegedly sealed by BBCE. and he spent $350,000. Was it 3.5 million? Excuse me.
Just a decimal.
Yeah, just a decimal on there. The dot.
Classic rounding. Classic rounding.
Right. It's probably his beer Tom gave
happens
me.
to produce
but
Rich
3.5 million
Yep.
on this product, which to me is a drop in the bag for Logan Paul, but he's a scumbag. Logan Paul purchased this product not knowing anything about the history of it, that this was not even a product that was released by Pokemon at that time, and never did his homework, just bought it. And that's what we see in the industry a lot too, where people buy shit. We're seeing it with Jordan rookies, Gretzky rookies,
a lot of frauds,
Lemieux rookies. We're seeing a lot of stuff out there where people are buying shit and they're not even knowing what they're buying. It's rich people problems, and they're buying shit. And I tell you what, it couldn't have happened to a better guy than Logan Paul. I'm White is laughing his ass off at that scumbag.
No, isn't it Jake that's the boxer? His brother.
Oh, they both are. Okay. Yeah, Logan's the one that was part of this. Jake's they're both fighters. And I tell you what, they're both.
They look like they're semi-legit.
They're both good fighters. I'm not gonna knock that at all. They both got a great wrestling background. I'd love to see them get in the ring with the UFC and get their shit taken care of instead of knocking out guys.
Just a straight up fight.
Mike Tyson's washed up too, because I don't trust it.
Oh, you got to get in
until you get in the UFC ring.
Get in the octagon.
Hey, get in the octagon with Dana White's organization. Let's do this shit.
Yeah, let's see how you can.
Until then, we're gonna have fixed fights just like we saw the last time, which is sad. People are paying for this money.
Yeah.
Just you're calling where the punch is gonna go and things like that. But I tell you what, this guy's a scumbag. 3.5 million paid for this shit. A lot of stories gonna come out on this, but rich people problems, like I said, to pay for something, not know what you're even buying, and to think you are making a big investment and you want to flash it. Logan Paul, what up with that?
I don't know if Logan Paul is that much at fault here.
I think he is.
It was authenticated by one of the most prestigious.
It's knowledge, but the knowledge knowing that product doesn't exist.
But didn't they make their money on
Pokemon cards, but the product he bought,
not BBCE. They did not. BBCE authenticated it.
Correct. All right, let's go back here. But you
this
bought
changed hands like 4 different times.
Right. You bought a product that a crafty buyer spending 3.5 million should know that doesn't exist.
So Mealy Pops out of Gainesville, Florida, bought the product from a buyer or from a seller in Canada, and then sold it to another collector, who then sold it to Logan Paul. And so between the Mealy Pops, authentication, that's when they got BBCE involved, because Mealy Pops is tied into BBCE. And they got this guy to authenticate this case, which was allegedly worth 3.5 million. And the guy who authenticated it has never authenticated a Pokemon anything in his life. And you've met the guy.
I've met the guy. But let's get back to the policy. The person who bought the product and then to claim it's fake. This product never existed through Pokemon.
Right.
That was the big thing. Buying something that you don't even know about. Yes, he knows the Pokemon Charizard and all that.
Stack as many boxes.
Right, we can stack Charizards all day long, and we know they're great investments. Okay, it's a Gretzky rookie and all that for Pokemon. But why do we buy something that he knows nothing about, and he just thinks he's a big shooter at it? I say fuck him. Let him get burned. Let him get burned on that product. I don't think anybody should pay for it. Producer Rich, what do you got on that?
Those guys have more to lose than he does.
Yeah,
that video's hysterical.
Right, he got snake eyes and everything else, and boy, he just buried it on that. So
quiz time.
All right.
We are giving away a nice pack of Check this out. 2015,
is this out of the Logan Paul G.I. Joe?
It is.
These G.I. Joe cards?
2015-16 Upper Deck. Great product here. You got a chance to get a McDavid. All sorts of good stuff in this thing.
Love it.
So, we got hanger pack and we got a question. Justin, I'm going to give you advice on Pokemon. Pokemon, what we're looking for always are the foil cards. So we're looking for the Charizards, and we're looking for the other foil cards that come in those sets. Those are the big ones we see. Of course, other than Pikachu, but Pikachu and anything that's a foil card. Those are the ones we're looking for. We're looking for the right from the beginning, 1999, things like that. So that's all we want from the Pokemon. Those are what you want to look for. You go to garage sale, anything like that. Look for the foil cards. Look for Pikachu, and holographs, whatever they are, holographs. Basically, the shiny cards. I like to say. I'm not a big expert on them, but that's what we want to look for. Charizard being number one, of course. So that's where you want to go with that, Justin. Anybody else looking for those in their collections? 2015-16. Upper Deck Series 2. We're looking for some great young guns in there. Courtesy of John Yu, Pro Sports Zone. We're going to get some more stuff from John here coming up this season. But basically what we got for the question is going hockey here. We're going to mix it up a little. We got Ovechkin on the cover there, which is cool.
Obi.
Yeah, so Detroit Red Wings are hot right now, and you got two guys up for Rookie of the Year. You know their names there, Pat?
Lucas Raymond.
Oh, good.
And Cyber.
Really got three guys, technically.
Mo Sider.
And then you got the goalie, too. Yeah, Nedeljkovic.
I don't know.
So you got three solid.
I know hockey, and that should be dangerous.
No, three solid prospects there up for the Calder Trophy, which is the Rookie of the Year in the NHL. Okay. Since we got three Red Wings up there, last Red Wing to win the Calder Trophy.
Boy,
time is up now. Go ahead.
Red Wing to win the Calder Trophy. This is going to be It was mentioned earlier in the show.
It was.
It was. We'll see who was paying attention. This is good. This is going to be a
We need classic. Music for this shit. We need to find some type of
we should have the
Jeopardy.
For this one, we should have Karen Newman. Karen Newman singing the national anthem.
What is this shit?
Is that
the runner-up place team in the state of Michigan?
Is that what they're going to lead Harbaugh out when he goes to Vegas? I like that.
That's sexy. I like that. That's like the fourth hockey night in Canada.
This is going to be This is dead. They're definitely Googling. Nobody knows this answer.
Whoa! The giant.
Wow, JP.
Wow. JP, my man.
JP's been loyal all night.
Hey,
he deserves it.
Hey, JP, just for you, let's go, Brandon, baby. All right. You came right out with that with Roger Crozier. He got right on Google right away and nailed that.
Give him
my
credit.
Man,
give him credit.
JP, the giant.
JP nailed it. Who can he pull out of this thing?
Coming in with the hand, the claw. JP. JP,
machine.
You want us to open this live?
Does he want a live break?
You want a live break this week, or do you want us to ship it to you, buddy?
You want the element of surprise?
He gives the LGB.
Big fan.
Big fan. You are huge tonight, my man. All right. What do you got here?
We can do a live rip, or we'll just
live
ship it right
rip,
to you.
or we're gonna ship it right to you.
Live break. He wants it.
All right.
Should we let producer Rich open it? Producer Rich is a hockey guy. Producer Rich is gonna break this. Here, take my seat. Take my seat.
You want to take? You didn't
take a seat.
All right. What are we taking?
Take mine.
You take yours?
Yep.
All right. So we're gonna keep the best looking guy here on the OC, right here on the show. Still, gonna bring the third best looking guy up.
Oh man!
Right behind 12th man.
Oh, we're doing his first live break.
Live break for producer Rich. Love it. Hey, producer Rich, when are you gonna go live all together?
Whenever it has to be on
Should we go Super Bowl or
it'll probably have to be on a weekend.
Super Bowl? I think would be fun. We could bring the Giant in and everything, man. It'd be a good time. All right, let's go here. What do we got?
You got Ryan Johansson.
Johansson?
These cards are sticky.
Ooh, because they're 2015-16.
This must have been in George's nightstand. Sorry, buddy.
It's all right.
Ryan Johansson.
You know my nightstand.
TJ Oshie.
Ooh, Oshie.
There's one stuck in between there. Hold on.
We're looking for young guns.
We got Joel Ward.
Yeah.
Bo Bennett. Zuccarello. Hagelin. Stempnick. Raditon. Rookie card.
Not bad.
Brian Elliott. Someone stuck to it. Ryan Murray. Justin Williams. Phil Kessel. Sid Licky. Connolly. Jake Garnier.
All right, we need bigger than that, Jasper.
There's nothing in that one.
I'm sorry, Justin. He's letting you down.
Dude, it's a hanger from 19.
You having fun opening this, old buddy?
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I'm not as seasoned as you, young man. But
hey, you're all right.
Holy crap!
Yeah, you got to kind of add a little glossy on them.
Whatever. Patrick Kane, Dale Weiss, Jimmy Hayes, Yammer Yager,
a little jogger.
David Jones, Ryan McDonough, upper deck canvas card, Ribeiro, Abdelkader. Ooh, that goes with my hockey puck I just got from you.
There you go. I'll probably keep that Abdelkader for himself.
No, I won't.
No, you won't.
Gregorenko, whatever his name is, nobody. Tommy.
When's the Giant coming back down here?
Nobody. Adam Lowry.
Super Bowl. I say we do a Super Bowl show. All right, we're gonna keep these cards down here because it doesn't look like you're hitting nothing big yet.
No, there ain't nothing.
There isn't nothing big.
There ain't nothing to ship here, buddy.
I'm sorry, buddy. We're not wasting money on shipping for you. All right.
No hit.
Hey.
Sponsored by Johnny. Was sponsored by George Jackson.
But I'll tell you what, Justin, we're gonna save these down here. We're gonna do a Super Bowl show, hopefully. That's what we're in the talks of early here. Mending the OC and the Speakeasy together.
Ooh,
that easy speak 330. We'll get old Randall Cunningham involved out of state.
QB1.
I think it'd be a lot of fun. Kind of
that would be fun.
Bring us all together for one big show, for the big show, for the big game, as they say. Since we can't say the other thing, we'll say the big game.
We could
Right. We could definitely do a fun show with that.
There's a lot of different ways. We could get squares going. We could do a live. We could do a live cast of the first 6 minutes, first quarter. We could do a kind of a live deal. Oh, he's
number 12. Randall Cunningham is in.
He's in. That actually would be kind of fun.
That would be
the collaboration.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
Tell Randall get his ass up here.
Break down the game.
Should we fly Randall up here?
Tell Randall jump on 75.
Look at Stafford.
Right, jump on 75. 12th man will pick you up in Toledo, drive you from there. We'll get you our finest here in South Lyon, all right?
That's right. Only the best.
Right. Go to Susie. She can tell you how she's on Food Network, all that kind of good shit. So, hey, a lot of good stuff. Hey, great to be back here in 2022, all healthy and beautiful, boys. It's been great.
Props to the 330 Speakeasy. Easy Speak, our boys, our partners in crime, producer Rich, Tommy, the newlywed Tom.
Oh, beautiful.
Still basking in the glow of married
he's
life.
Getting blowjobs left and right, let me tell you.
Absolutely. Love it.
Thank you for listening and
Hey,
watching
producer
the
Rich,
OC
it's a
Sports
dumb
Card Podcast. You can check out our
You are an
previous
HR
podcasts
nightmare.
along with other great podcasts at the iLogic Media Network. Please subscribe, like, and